This book right here is going to make you take a look at yourself. It's going to give you both sides of the story from a good police officer as well as an African American mother of two sons. So you get to see both sides, and you get to see both sides honestly and raw. You get to see why I became a police officer. So you get to see my heart, and then you can go ahead and judge the book at that point, because I put all my heart and soul in this book. But I believe this book is going to start to mend a lot of gaps. It's going to start bridging the gap between law enforcement and African American community. But I also think it's going to start bridging the gap between the African American community and the African American community. I think we're going to start coming together because of this book. I'm telling you, I know it is. I think that this is a good read, and you can even, you know it, you can let your children read this book.
Now, how in the heck did you end up shooting an unarmed black man in the training?
Now,
and explain what goes through, how fast is it? Do you got to use intuition, or you use your mind? What's the process?
Well, I think as you get seasoned as an officer, you will feel your intuition kicks in. But when you're a new officer, I believe that we do go by what our belief system is. And that's what I was saying to people. Don't think prejudice is just one-sided, like all white folks is prejudiced, all black people are prejudiced. It doesn't work that way. Your prejudicism doesn't necessarily have to be because I'm against a certain group of people. It could just be, this is my belief system. This is what I was taught. So in my neighborhood, I believed that people in gangs were all black and Hispanic. That's all I saw. So I really believe I never saw a white boy in a gang. And I dated a few white boys, but they weren't in gangs. Then on the flip side, I always thought when they started bringing the movies out, they would show pedophiles as white men. So I'm thinking, oh my God, all rapists is white men. And I was wrong. But my mentality, because I wasn't exposed to other things, I believe what my environment taught me and what people I trusted and what TV showed me. So, of course, if I believe that all gang members was black or Hispanic, of course, when I get in that first shoot, don't shoot scenario, my first thinking is going to be a black guy or a Hispanic going to have a gun. He going to be my threat, because I never ever saw a white person in a bad view, except the movies where I would see they have a white guy that was a pedophile or a rapist. But white women, I never seen them in a bad situation, be doing anything wrong. So when I see they show you this film, and it happens so fast, just like that. You got to make a split-second decision. They'll tell you, they'll tell you that one of these people have a gun. You have to eliminate the threat. You have to let me know, shoot or don't shoot, and if you do, who you shot. And it happens quick. So you split second. So immediately when I saw the male coming out the store, I saw the white woman standing there, and she was looking around. Honestly, if I would have paid attention to the way she was looking, it would have made me look like, okay, why she keep digging and looking around like that? I never paid attention to that. I immediately looked at him. And I'm watching him. He's walking. Well, actually, before he walked, he was walking past the store. And when he went to turn around real quick, I said, pop, pop. And I realized I shot an unarmed black male that was going to the grocery store. And then all of a sudden, they let the video play, and the white woman, she pulled out the gun. And honestly, if it was real, she would have killed me. And I would have killed the unarmed black man because of my own prejudice thinking.
Did you I'm sure you felt terrible.
Yes. Yes, I immediately said, you know what? I have tunnel vision. I need to start changing my thought process. I need to start looking at people as, listen here, put everybody on an even playing scale. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white. It doesn't matter whether you're a female or male. Because back before, like I told you, I never thought females did anything wrong. I always thought males were the initiators until I became a law enforcement officer. And then I realized sometimes the females can be way worse than the males. So it helped me. I'm glad I was able to learn that lesson being in an academy and not being on the road. So it taught me something about me. And I was like, I need to change my thought pattern. I need to change some things about me.
Now, being a police officer, you might fantasize about wanting to save people, different things like that. But I don't think most people want to be a police officer fantasize about killing people. And you talk about how you reached a point where you were questioning, what if I have to kill someone? And that struck with me also, because that shows innocence, where you want to, it's that division again in the book. So how did you manage to overcome that? I know that, I'm sure that was a very tough battle.
It was very, very tough because I kept saying, if I make a mistake in law enforcement and write somebody a ticket, they can come to court and I can always say I was wrong. But if I take a life, I can't give it back. So that was real hard for me. And then I kept saying, will I be able to do it if I have to? I mean, this is serious. A lot of people be like, yeah, I can do it. But when they come to it, they either freeze up because and if you don't, if it does not cause you pause, something's wrong with you. I don't care who you are. If you can just go out and just shoot somebody, something is wrong with you because you're taking a human life. I didn't give life, but they're giving me the authority to take life, and that's deep. So I battled for a while, and I just prayed. I said, Lord, just help me. Help me in my decisions. Help me Lord, first of all, I don't ever want to take a life in my career. If I can go through my whole career without taking a life, Lord, I feel like my career was blessed. But if I have to, God, at least give me the wisdom to know that I had to. I had no other option. I had to in order to preserve my life or the life of somebody else. So I just, every day before I would go to work, I would say that prayer, Lord, please let me be a miracle in somebody's life. That was my first one. Lord, please don't let me take a life. Please let all the males that are on the force with me, because I was only female, and myself come home safely. And that would be my amen. If you can just give me that, I can deal with everything else. And thank God I was able to do that.